pumping bigger. Get the pumping bigger.
Hey gang, Troy W. Hudson, the voiceover with personality. Welcome to Friday and the voiceover weekly stew. Yeah. Woo. Just popped my neck when I was doing that. My lovely co-host Kazoo. Sound a little weak there, buddy. Let me hear it again. There you go. Me and Kazoo joining you on a Friday afternoon, cause I'm unwinding. It's been a wacky, crazy, incredibly full schedule this past week in the Stew Studio. Yeah, I think I'm going to start calling it that, the Stew Studio. That's pretty good. Yeah, the Stew Studio. See what I did? Anyway, how you guys doing? It's Friday. Yeah, it is February 19th, 2021. We are rolling through February. I was telling a very wonderful friend of mine just recently how it seemed to me that February was kind of crawling by for some reason. January was just, like clipped along really fast. And for some of you folks that are like freezing your tails off right now, a lot of parts of the country, I feel for you. I have been praying for you. You guys have had it rough. There have been power outages, not just in Texas, but in lots of parts of the USA. The power outages, water shortages, just the cold weather, the ice that y'all are not used to. Y'all, I speak your language. I'm there with you. From that standpoint, it would be shocking and crazy to have to deal with that in South Carolina. And I can imagine on such a large scale in other places. Even if you're used to it, it's got to be tough. I mean, here it's been, I want to say 30s, 40s, lots of rain. Thankfully, none of it's frozen, no ice, no power outages, at least in this part of the state. So very thankful for that. So if you are dealing with that, if you are hoping, and the forecast says that you guys, I believe, will be thawing out, at least in the Texas area, do some EWN folks, Energy World Net, that I've talked to, do a lot of e-learning work with those folks, and checked in with them, and they were still giving me assignments. It was one of the busiest weeks, but at the same time, just checking to see what's going on, and some of them were saying it's kind of tough. Power outages, some blackouts, freezing cold temperatures, not used to it. The water issues, it's just been a mess, not just in Texas, but in elsewhere. But you guys have definitely been on my mind and in my prayers. So hopefully that will be out of here by this weekend. I understand it, warming up, thawing out. And you can say it's groundhog hunting season in Texas. You know what I mean, don't you? I think you do. What do you think about that, Kazoo? Yeah, I believe you'd like to know on a groundhog about now, especially that one that saw his there shadow. It's like I said, it's been a crazy, wacky week. How's your week been? This is where you're supposed to be interactive and tell me how your week has been. So yeah, how has your week been? Has it been busy? Have you had power? Has it been kind of light, whether you're in voiceover or not? Most of the people that watch this have some association with the voiceover world, and because that's what I talk about mostly. I've actually got a few projects I want to share with you, so I'm not going to do that right away. Or am I? Yeah, actually. Oh, I know what it was. Yeah, it's been such a full week. I wanted to show you something and let you see. This was my production calendar for the past week. That slot up there is what you see. I'm doing DDP yoga, baby. And it ain't your mama's yoga, or your daddy's for that matter. It's been hard, but I'm feeling fantastic. I think I alluded to this last week, and hopefully didn't get on your nerves about talking about the importance of taking care of yourself, or taking care of myself, and the importance of it, and what a difference it's made in the business. The business week, business days, getting up super early at like 5:30, doing Bible studies and really just having time to think and to pray and to just get my thoughts together for the day. Drink a protein-rich smoothie, lots of veggies and fruits and and those wonderful additives that you can add to supplement, and, all the minerals and vitamins. And because I'm too old for Fred Flintstones and gummy bears or gummy bears. But anyway, that's the workout stuff I do in the morning. But after that, it gets crazy, and it has been. The reds are direct clients. The oranges are direct clients. The greens are fivers. The purple is Upwork, and it's just been massively crazy. Just wrapped up a 10,000-word e-learning project earlier today with all the editing. This block right here, I think you can see that, was a project for Shell, talking to the refinery employees. And so that was a massive project. Back over here, Energy World Net. And over here, Kokosing Construction doing some e-learning for their new hire orientations, and just a spraggle of other wonderful projects, varying from explainers to radio one-liners to commercials, just all kind of stuff. Some narration, some property listing voiceovers. Just wrapped up a few minutes ago before, because I was running late and I needed to get on here. Had done some video game one-liners, and it required a very riff and rough like this here game. It's time to stop and play. And so, there were about 40 lines like that, and I'm thinking, well, I got to go live in about 10 minutes. And so I kind of held back, game, time to play, as opposed to, game, time to, the yelling thing, where I'm back here and I'm like looking at the shotgun, and it's like, I dare you, overmodulate, I dare you, go hot. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to go hot. I'm not going to do that. And I didn't, because I'm a professional and I know how to keep my levels in check, usually. Sometimes you get carried away and you look at it's like, whoa, there's like no room on the waveform. It's just like peaked out. And then you back off and do it again, and you learn your lesson. Sometimes the emotion just overwhelms me. And so that's what happens, especially on games. But anyway, enough with the fun and games. I wanted to share a couple of projects. This is take it off mute. There we go. Learning this thing. It's just taken me about 8 months to do it. Ecamm is what I'm talking about. All right, I'm going to go to the browser window. Yes, the audio's still there. And that's not the window I want. I want my Facebook page. There we go. And hopefully I won't get some weird, crazy loop. Found out today, I work a lot with a company called Splash Omni Media. I've done commercials for those guys off and on, different projects. They've done some phenomenal marketing and production work for me that I'm very grateful for. They posted today, and this is what I shared on my page. Very cool to celebrate the success of production companies I'm blessed to work with. Congratulations to Splash Omni Media for producing the promo video for Kavanaugh and Thickens LLC, which is a law firm in Columbia, South Carolina, which they won a 2020 Communicator Award for their promo video. I was honored to lend my voice to tell their story. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to make this work. I'm going to play the video from their website. First, I got to mute the audio, or it'll be some weird feedback, and then I'll be back after that to talk a little bit about it and my approach to it. So here you go. This is the Kavanaugh and Thickens 2020 Communicator Award winner. We love mornings. Each morning presents opportunities. Opportunities to meet with people and focus on their challenges. We understand that you're looking for results, and those results, they drive us. We'll certainly be here for you, and most likely this time in which you need us, well, it might actually be one of the most trying times of your life. We want you focused on your recovery. We'll focus on your challenge. See, we understand that accidents can be disruptive. From work to vacation to everyday life, you're thrown into a place that you're not comfortable with. From when we pull up in the morning to our meeting with you in the conference room and on the walk to the courtroom, we're focused on just one thing: you. Our clients are the heart of everything that we do. We want you to know you aren't alone. Just know that as you move throughout your day, on your way to work, on your way back home, and taking your family on vacation, we want you to enjoy yourself. And if you just happen to need us, you'll know that we, Eric, Joe, and the rest of us are ready to work with you, for you, and help you get the results you need. So there you go. That was the award-winning Kavanaugh and Thickens law firm, produced by Splash Omni Media. They did a phenomenal job. It was just really unique project. When they came to me, and this was done obviously in 2020, the vibe was like, I could tell by the script writing that it was not going to be your typical "we're your law firm, Kavanaugh and Thickens." It was not going to be that. Thank you, Dan. I appreciate that. Dan writes, gravel throat himself, checking in. Always kind of intimidating when I hear him going real close like this. It's just like, I feel like I really need to pay attention. And I do. I do. Anyway, the Kavanaugh and Thickens project was very much just kind of a warm sort of bring them in really intimate sort of thing. So I was the proximity. I was really in tight on the 416 here, and it was just not your typical selling the legal guys and what we can do for you. Call this number, and it was nothing of the sort. So it was very much, and I didn't have any of the visuals. I didn't see a rough cut. Thank you, Tammy. Hi, Tammy. How are you? Thank you very much. I appreciate that. You brighten my day. Thank you. So now we'll leave that alone. Anyway, yes, I am. I have to. It was very much kind of a warm thing. Yeah, I better move on. I still have the projects from last week. I'm not going to hit those because that would be awkward because it was a Valentine's Day spot. But it was awesome that Splash and did such an amazing job. And the law firm actually won a Communicator Award for that particular promo video. So I think it's been really effective for them, as I understand, and rightfully so. Apparently those really are some good guys and ladies at that company. I wanted to do a shout out to somebody near and dear to me. My youngest son, Tyler Hudson, has an entry in the short comedy film category at the Santa Fe Film Festival this week. It's going on, and if you go on Google and you look up Santa Fe, as in Santa Fe, New Mexico, Film Festival, it's going on. I think it started the 17th, I believe, but it's going through like the 21st or 22nd. You can actually go to the website, and you can buy a ticket to see all the different categories of all the different film entries. And it's kind of a big deal when you get a film into a film festival at that level. He wrote and directed it and starred in it back in 2020. Actually went and saw the premiere of it in a old movie theater in Denver, Colorado. Beautiful lady and I flew out west and made a wild day of it to see our son's film premiere. And it was really cool. Old movie theater, the old curtains, and it opened up and there it was, him and the entire 20-minute short, which was hilariously funny. By the way, the film, if you're looking for it, is called Submission Tape. Submission Tape, as in he and the co-star in it, Casey Lloyd, star as it's kind of a reality show submission tape. And it goes from being funny to just really intense to just just silly at times, but it's really well acted. It was well done. Even if he wasn't my son, I would still be like, that's a really well done production. It was awesome to see it on the big screen, but we watched it actually last night because we bought like a $4 ticket online at the Santa Fe Film Festival, and we were able to watch in one particular category. There were like, I think about a dozen different comedy short films. But of course, we watched Submission Tape. So if you get an opportunity, Santa Fe Film Festival, Tyler Hudson, Submission Tape. It is hilarious. It's a fun 20 minutes, and we're super proud. Oh, that's super proud. Very talented. He edited, he wrote it, he directed it, and he starred in it. The guy is like super multi-talented, and I had to unbutton this button because it was going to pop open anyway, if you know what I'm saying. Yo. Okay. Right before I came on here, had a really interesting email. YouTube sent me an email, and these guys must be backed up. These folks must be, there's dust flying in here. Yeah, that's house cleaning for you. Oh, yeah, that's my job too. Well, at least I refilled the water container before I came in here. Not a total slacker. YouTube sent me an email addressing a copyright claim from an April 6th, 2017 video that I did, that I put. It was actually a voiceover weekly stew I did back on April 6th, 2017. This is going back almost 4 years, and they said, "Oh no, we've released that copyright, the music copyright claim that we initially put on there, and there was no claim to be had because I was using royalty-free production music." But they said,
"No, violation. We are banishing your music. You're not allowed. Suddenly, I'm channeling Jean-Luc Picard. No, that's not what Jean-Luc sounds like at all."
But I was going to do something. It's like I was going to try to look it up and see what video it was, because this is like a flashback. Yeah, see, I'm starting to learn how to do this thing. All right, let me go to the browser window while I still have audio. And I'm going to look up YouTube. I've got Windows in front of me, and I also type really bad. YouTube.com. Okay. Where's my channel? There it is. And what I'm looking for, I hope it doesn't do anything weird because, any sort of weird loop because I'm on YouTube. Voiceover Weekly Stew. View the full playlist. Okay, so apparently April 6th, 2017. Or was April 16th? Let me check my email. It says, no, VO Weekly Stew, April 16th, 2017. So, yeah, this program right here.
Hi, I'm Troy W. Hudson. Welcome to this week's edition of my Voiceover
Weekly Stew.
Wow, what an intense, crazy, wild, wacky, all over the place week it was for me in voiceover land. I want to tell you, I'm looking at my calendar right now, which is when I'm looking off here, I'm not just like staring off into space and not making eye contact with this. On Monday, for an actual fundraiser project, I always enjoy doing those for a firefighter group, chili cook-off, barbecue sort of event, and that was a lot of fun. I got to do a Southern character.
Yeah, so I guess it was that That's all I can think of what it must have been. But anyway, they came back and said, okay, it's fine. 4 years later, YouTube said, it's cool. You know, the music, you can use it. Okay, whatever. Like I said, they must be backlogged. They must be backlogged. Hey, speaking of storytelling, you didn't say anything about storytelling. Well, I had no segue to use there. At 6 o'clock Eastern Time, which is about 38 minutes from now, public school. This is going to happen. The Shoe Monster is coming to the big screen, or little screen, depending on what you're watching it on. I do every Friday afternoon, I do something called Story Time with Troy for the little ones. And so the Shoe Monster is going to happen. I have pre-screened this book. It is not too scary. It needs no special rating to, it's not going to be, freaky. Actually was written by first and second graders in Canada in a little elementary school in British Columbia. And anyway, I'm just giving you kind of a preview in case, you can't stick around. As you can see, it was original art by the kids. And they won a contest, like the best story in some big contest. The Kids Are Authors competition. So that will be Story Time with Troy at 6 Eastern in about 37 minutes. I'm stretching right now. I actually had a couple of things that I was going to do in addition, but the schedule was so intense this week that show prep wasn't really all that much a priority, if you know what I mean. So, yeah. And I wanted to save myself. I wanted to save enough of me to read the story to the chillins, because it's all about the children. So, yeah, got a big weekend planned here in Coletown, SC. Got some fam coming in. One of my beautiful granddaughters, who is she's coming up on 11 months here. And we're going to get to hang out with her. Haven't seen her in a while. My oldest son and his lovely bride are coming into town. And so that will be an absolutely amazing weekend. So I've got the work booked, but guess what? It's going to have to wait till next week. That's just the way I roll when family's in town. Yeah, that's just what's happening. Major announcements coming next week. Personal life kind of stuff. I know what it was. I'm not going to share that right now, but I'm just giving you a preview. It's like, oh boy, I cannot wait to hear about your personal life. This is so exciting. Thank you for sharing. It's social media, folks. It's social media. Come on. I'm not on LinkedIn anymore. I am on LinkedIn, but I'm not doing the live streams because their video live thing is broken, at least for me. Has nothing to do with me rambling. I'm having a good day. I'm having a fantastic day. I'm having a great week. Life has been phenomenal since, January 24th. And that's what I'll talk about some next week. Because, yeah, I'm going to wait. I'm going to look back at this later and go, why didn't you just say something? Because, yeah, it's the whole temptation of being live and saying something. It's a good thing. It's worth quacking about, but I am going to keep it to myself until next Friday because that's just what I have to do. I want so much to say something. Oh, I know. I'll transition to this mundane, like off the personal topic real quick. Hopefully I will have this done next week. This won't be the big announcement by any stretch. But I will be hopefully coming up higher, raising the level. What you talking about, Bo? Well, about a year ago, I was looking at buying it wasn't a year ago, it was a few months ago because I was still doing the live early on. 6 to 8 months ago. Well, Hannah, I'm so glad you caught it at the end. It's so nice to have you here. Seriously, you guys, thank you for joining on the live. All of you, I treasure you. I am blessed by your attention to stick with me for more than a few minutes because sometimes You know, I get so caught up in the I get so caught up. She's going to distract me again. Shh. Okay. I get so caught up in bless your hearts. The rising the level thing. I was going to do a stand-up desk. I don't remember who it was from. I've got it on my phone somewhere. And it was the $600-700 range. And, it was a full, had the hydraulic, amazing, use your phone. I can raise my desk. Oh, and I can now stand here. And now I can sit here. But a very dear friend suggested I get I don't think it's called a riser. It's a sit on top. That's not even what it's called. It just sits on top. That's what I'm going to call it. It sits on top of a normal desk space, but it rises up, goes small, and then it rises up. It's like it has handles and it goes up like this. That's the best way to illustrate it. It goes up like this. Let me do it one more time in case you missed it. It goes up like that. So it allows me to have that stand-up desk. I haven't set it up yet because it's still in the box. You know what I think I'll do next week? I think I'll do a fun boxing. No, I won't, because it's really cumbersome and I have to take all the stuff off my desk, so I'm not going to do that. Okay, but I will share, if I get it, you'll see a kind of a different look because I'll be standing instead of sitting. And so I'll have to figure that out because the camera lens only goes back so far with a short 1.7 lens. I'll have to figure that one out. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. But, I mean, I may be standing up and, you may only be seeing, that much of me right here. It's like, oh, why don't you sit down so we can see you? And it'll be like this. Life's good. Yes, it is. Okay, I'm going to get out of here. It is 5:28. I have a story time with Troy to get ready for. You guys, again, the Shoe Monster. So if you have little ones, get around the little cell phone or the iPad or the computer monitor and gather yourself around. We're going to tell us a good story for the youngins. I won't do it in that voice. But you never know. You never know. I've got to find my vest. I've got to find my hat. I've got to find my green glasses. And I got to set up my phone as a secondary camera. I apologize. The puppies did not come in here today. The last time I saw, they were snoozing on the couch, back in to back in, puppy butt to puppy butt, just zonked out. They haven't done anything this week because it's been rainy and cold, and we haven't really done any walking except for running around the backyard and throwing them a ball from time to time. Okay, promised I'm out of here. I'm trying to find my closing while closing with music. I think that could be my closing. It seems intuitive enough. All right, you guys be blessed, be a blessing. If you're here at 6, that's awesome. If not, you guys have a wonderful, safe, and warmer weekend. I'll see you next week. Bye.
Just talk and be good. Just talk and be good. Well, I'm just pumpkin picker and I picked a crop or two. When I'm chipping pumpkins, I'm thinking about you. You are my pumpkin baby. You are my pumpkin pie. Playground, I sure gonna trouble over you. Well, I'm just a pumpkin picker and I sure gonna trouble over you. Just pumpkin picker, just pumpkin